Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. You know, scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. You know, what happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and you know,
Jay-Z became president.
Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? He's going on vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay.
Gather round because we've got some hot gossip to spill. You know how anyone trying to spill the beans about Diddy and Jay-Z either ends up 6 feet under or labeled as a total nutcase, right? Well, our man DMX, the late legend, was one of those brave souls. Word has it, he wanted to expose Diddy for treating his artists badly and accused Jay-Z of being mixed up with some Illuminati big shots. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of messed up stuff Mr. Carter allegedly did to climb to the tippy-top of the music game. But here's the kicker. Did DMX really have the lowdown on Diddy and Jay-Z's shady moves? What did he see while working with these two heavyweights? Well, let's dive in and spill the deets.
Yeah, you know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video.
The Diddy drama just keeps getting wilder. And now, the spotlight's not only on him, but also his longtime pal, Jay-Z. The latest buzz is all about DMX, who seems to have seen through the smoke and mirrors surrounding these two big shots. In a recent interview, DMX spilled the tea, claiming that Diddy was messing with his artists. Now, some folks think DMX was just tossing around the word graping as a metaphor for Diddy not paying his artists well enough. But hold up, others are convinced that DMX meant every word he said. So, let's break it down. According to DMX, even though he respects the Locks, he noticed a twist in their journey. They got signed, yeah, but it turned into a blessing and a curse. Diddy got them all jiggy, put them in suits, made them write lyrics for him, and took all that publishing. DMX was like,
But they made him jiggy and put him in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and raped him. Like, damn. I'm glad I didn't, you know, like, you keep that. And we went to, like, as soon as they got signed.
In another interview bombshell, DMX revealed that Diddy initially didn't want to sign him to Bad Boy, thinking he wasn't marketable enough. But when Def Jam threw a fat offer on the table, suddenly Diddy was begging him to stay. DMX said Diddy promised to double the offer and fatten his pockets. But DMX wasn't vibing with Diddy. Why? Well, word on the street is that DMX caught wind of some seriously shady stuff going down at Bad Boy behind closed doors. The plot thickens as one fan dropped a bombshell claiming that DMX spilled the beans on how Diddy used to grape his artists, especially the notorious Biggie. Now, at first, everyone thought DMX was just stirring the pot and maybe talking about Diddy swiping all of Biggie's cash. But given the recent wave of allegations about Diddy, who knows what was really going down in those record label corridors. Now let's dive into the DMX and Jay-Z saga. It's a whole tangled web of history, my friends. Sure, Jay showed some love publicly when DMX passed away, but rumor has it that DMX never fully trusted Jay-Z. Allegedly, DMX thought Jay was shady, didn't want anyone else rising up, and even claimed Jay messed with his 6th album because he was afraid of the competition. But here's the kicker, Jay never owned up to that move. Fast forward to April 19, 2021. Right after DMX's passing, Jay-Z pops up on LeBron James's show, The Shop, and LeBron throws him a curveball about DMX's legacy. Jay reminisces about '99, when he boycotted the Grammys because DMX didn't get a nod. He spills the tea on how, despite the cutthroat competition, there was still this bond of love between them.
He was just all passion. My fondest memory of DMX
is he improved my stage show.
Back in 2004, Jay-Z took the reins at Def Jam Records, becoming the big shot in charge. Now, according to DMX, that's when the plot thickened. DMX had been repping Def Jam for a good while, dropping 5 chart-topping projects between '98 and '03. But when Jay-Z stepped in as president, DMX spilled the tea that Jay tried to throw a wrench into his 6th studio album, Year of the Dog, again. In DMX's own words, everything was all good with Def Jam until he started working on that 6th album. Jay initially gave him the green light, telling him to finish the album and shoot the video. However, things took a bizarre turn when Jay-Z, who initially supported DMX, suddenly had a change of heart about retiring and wanted to clear the field before making a grand comeback. According to DMX, Jay flipped the script on his retirement plans, deciding he wanted that comeback spotlight. But before making his return, he allegedly aimed to eliminate any competition standing in his way. And guess who was caught in the crossfire? Yep, DMX. So that's when things got seriously messy between Jay-Z and DMX, creating a whole new layer to this hip-hop drama.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again.
DMX wasn't fooled by Jay's game. It seemed like Jay was all about his own agenda, with little regard for anyone else unless it matched his master plan. So DMX made a bold move, waving goodbye to Def Jam and sealing the deal with Columbia Records. But wait for it, there's more to DMX's skepticism about trusting Jay, and it all connects to Jay's sketchy ties with the behind-the-scenes big shots in the industry who really pull the strings. Now let's break it down. Both Jay-Z and DMX left an indelible mark on the culture and music scene, but their business moves were galaxies apart. Unlike Jay-Z, DMX always kept it real, calling out how label owners tighten their grip on artists. He wasn't about to compromise, not metaphorically, and certainly not literally. DMX called out the new wave of rappers, resorting to paying DJs to get their tracks played, engaging in favor-for-favor antics. For DMX, it was crystal clear. Let him be the artist he is, play his music, and cut the darn check. Switching gears to Jay-Z, he's been pulling off these industry maneuvers right from the start. As the years rolled by, accusations piled up, suggesting he turned his back on those who were once close to him. Enter Dame Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller, who went public, claiming that Jay-Z, cozying up to music industry bigwigs, was followed by a complete about-face. Back in 2021, Dame Dash was looking to unload his shares in Rockefeller, and he spilled the tea that Jay-Z offered him a paltry $1.5 million to buy him out. Dame felt disrespected. He felt like he was being lowballed. In response, he and his crew tried to shake things up by attempting to put Jay's debut album, Reasonable Doubt, up for sale as an NFT. This move stirred the pot, and Rockefeller fired back with a lawsuit claiming Dame was trying to sell a slice of the project. However, Dame defended himself, stating he wasn't trying to do that. Despite wrapping up the lawsuit in 2022, Dame wasn't done speaking out. He openly called out Jay, accusing him of doing him dirty for the cash. According to Dame, corporate bigwigs influenced Jay to turn his back on their partnership. It wasn't surprising to Dame, who saw it as a classic case of divide and conquer, a normal story in the business.
I took Jay-Z and shopped him to every single label, and they all said no. I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. But he did things that I thought he would never do.
Dame didn't stop there. He began naming names, and one person he put on blast was Lyor Cohen, a heavyweight in the music scene and Jay-Z's close friend. Lyor and Jay had a long-standing friendship, with Jay even naming Lyor as his mentor. Rumor has it that Lyor was to Jay-Z what Clive Davis was to Diddy.
Put the focus on them. Never had a beef with Jay. Always with Lyor and his whole crew. He's the one that ruined Rockefeller.
Clive Davis was rumored to be Diddy's mentor, with the story suggesting Diddy got on his knees for Clive Davis in 1994, leading to the creation of Bad Boy Records. The common thread in both stories is that artists mysteriously end up in turmoil. Dame accused Lior of using the divide and conquer method to pit black artists and moguls against each other. Interestingly, in 2018, when Lior appeared on The Breakfast Club, he expressed sadness about DMX's struggles with substances, but admitted that pushing the drug culture was just how the business rolled, citing that one of the biggest artists ever had a severe drug problem. Charlemagne then brought up how Dame called Lior a culture vulture, and here's what Lior had to say about that.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture?
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him.
When Charlemagne and Envy reminded Lior of what Dame did for the culture, Lior acted as if he didn't know Dame. Charlemagne pressed further, but Lior maintained that he didn't know Dame, showcasing the kind of influence figures like Lior hold in the music scene. Dame responded on Instagram thanking Lior Cohen for proving his point about true culture vultures erasing real history. He accused Lior of making money off their culture and questioned why he couldn't sell any rock music with his own culture. Dame called out the facade and urged people to stop pretending figures like Lior meant something to their own culture. Now, the link between all this and DMX allegedly involves Lior being the one who influenced Jay-Z to interfere with DMX's 6th album. But the story takes an even wilder turn. When DMX passed away, Lior spoke at his funeral, but instead of showing up in person, he sent a recording. In that recording, Lior referred to DMX as a gremlin, making disrespectful remarks about DMX's battles with substance addiction. This incident highlighted the power figures like Lior have, even to the extent of making derogatory statements at someone's funeral.
Was that we all know X is a gremlin and reckless and looking for a wall.
Fans observing the chaos surrounding Diddy are speculating that it's just a matter of time before Jay-Z's skeletons start emerging. The distrust DMX had for Jay-Z is now echoing louder in the light of these revelations. The big question remains, did DMX know what Diddy was up to? And how deep do Diddy and Jay-Z's connections really go? Share your thoughts down below, and stay tuned for more on this unfolding hip-hop drama.